Grand Rising, Grand Rising. This is Moon Goddess 777. Sun, see the sun in my background? Well, I'm the sun is just rising. So how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is holding on. Please support our organization, Maya's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love. We are getting our business in order. I have not been able to come up here because I've been so busy. This is a warning, a prophecy, a channel message. I just want to tell everyone that they have been activated. It's a spiritual warfare. It's always been a spiritual warfare, but it's really detrimental now that you do not. I mean, I have been triggered. We are being triggered now with Chiron being in the sign of Aries retrograde. It's a lot of triggering going on, but do not fall for the okie doke. Do not do any. Do not. They want you to kill someone or kill yourself so you will not ascend. That's what this triggering is about. The main thing is spiritual. It's the main goal is spiritual. I've been in situations in times past where well, I was triggered even now, but I decided that it was not worth me not being able to ascend and go to the next level of being able to like get out of this lower vibration that I was in times past, because a lot of people, they're not going to ascend. They have made contracts to the point where they are here to just be benevolent. They are here to be used by the lower entities, so they're not going anywhere. They're actually in hell right now. It's actually been a separation. A lot of people are miserable and they are in their lower self, and they are actually coming against the ones that they know are ascended or are ascending or have a possibility to ascend, because they want to keep you here. And it's not just people that are other race don't matter anymore. Color don't matter. Skin color don't matter. It's a spiritual thing. It's people that look like me that are actually being used by benevolent forces, and that have actually, given themselves over to be remotely controlled for a long time. These agents didn't just come to be. They've been here for a very long time. But now with all that has happened with the alignments of the planets, with the jab and all that, they are really, really being activated to try to keep the star seeds and the ascended ones, or the ones that's trying to ascend, to keep you from, I don't know to say, because you could have actually been chosen by stop doing the bullshit. Like, you could have been a demon and now you could be an angel. But at this point now, if they have not ascended by now, or trying to ascend, or trying to do the shadow work, the truth has come to many. Like, even in the Bible, it says that before the end would come, everybody had to know the truth. So the Antichrist came thousands of years ago. Now was the time for people to grasp the truth of the knowledge, as far as saying, okay, this religion or whatever, it might be some stuff that I didn't really catch. Like, do I really need to go within and see if it's matching up with what I'm being taught, as far as in books and as far as in religions and all this and that. I mean, like I said, I don't knock anyone's religion, but that's not who you are. You have to know yourself from within. But at this point, the universe has decided who is going to the golden age. The universe has decided who is going to ascend. The universe has already decided who is going to be eradicated, who is going to be purified from this earth or whatever. You got to keep you're going to have to learn to let people go, because a lot of the people that you love and you think that are your so-called, loved ones, which they've done the best they can, maybe, and maybe they will have another chance or whatever to, ascend, but maybe not this time. You need to get away from lower vibrating people, because even if you are a higher vibrating person and you choose to stay around those type of energies, you may be facing whatever destruction is coming upon them. And it's not going to just be fire. It's going to be the elements: fire, air, earth, water. Fire, air, earth, water, and spirit. Destruction is coming, and you don't have time to wait anymore. I'm not trying to put fear into anyone or anything like that, but at this point, people have done decided who they, like they say, when you turn 5 years old, you have this, you are who you're gonna be. By the time you turn 25, you decided that's who you want to stay. Age is nothing but a number, and that number is neither here nor there. But people have, at this point, they actually know what they're doing, and they have decided to actually stay in a lower vibrational state, or they actually made the choice to take accountability, do the shadow work, face themselves, face their stuff, face their shit, and try to ascend. If they trying, you know what I'm saying, you got to give them credit, because everybody's not at the same pace. Everybody's not going to get there, to the awakening at the same time. But at this point, you can't even deal with people that you once was like, maybe it might be somebody that you was in it might be your wife or your husband. And I'm not saying just throw people away, but at this point, you got to worry about yourself. Like, not worry about yourself in the 3D as far as capitalism and, oh, it's about me, myself, and I. But you cannot let people bring you down to lower vibrations. You're going to have to let them go. It don't matter who. It could be mama. It could be daddy. It can be child. It can be sister. At this point, you done all you could do. And at this point, it's energy vampires. Like, they've been around, but you can't even vibe with certain people now. You gotta reserve your energy for what's to come, because you're gonna have to stay strong. I mean, I know I get tired of that. Please stay strong, but you're gonna have to be strong, because before you can go into the golden age, which we are really the ones that are ascending or have ascended. You are in the golden age. It's a lot of stuff going on around you. If you would look into 3D, you would want to give up. If you would look into 3D, you would have thoughts of suicide, of even triggering you to hurt or kill other people. That's something you do not want to do. You don't want to feel like it's over with, it's the end, and I'm going to go ahead and do something crazy, because that's exactly what they want you to do. A lot of times these messages that they are sending into your brain and your mind and your thoughts are not even your own thoughts. You dealing with being signaled by forces, spiritual wickedness in high places, and also you dealing with going through, see, it's a lot now. You being tested on all ends. You going through Chiron retrograde and Aries, where you being tested with traumas and childhood traumas and the things that hurt you so bad, them wounds that didn't really heal, and stuff. Some of those wounds are not going to ever fully heal. You're just going to use those wounds to help other people. They're not going to fully, you're going to have to sit with it and learn to laugh at your pain. That's what I do. That's why you might see me laughing on different platforms and just kicking it, laughing and stuff, because I be laughing at my pain when I get through the process. Because see, I ain't about to blink off too. I'm not even gonna sit here in front and act like, I got all this shit. This shit is real. It's an illusion, but this shit really seems real in this damn flesh. So I laugh at a lot of shit, but if you really knew, like, really deeply, like, what I have to go through within and what I wrestle with wrestling with myself and dealing with pain and dealing with trauma, you probably would you probably would scream. But I laugh. When, once I finally process it, I just laugh at the shit, because it ain't that serious. It's not that serious, because I signed up for this. I chose all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, when you have a great work to do, then it's not easy. It's not fucking easy. No, it's not. It's not. And I'm gonna tell you like this. you have to accept the good and the bad and the ugly and be able to digest it and balance it out, and I go back to even my Ganesh. That helped me a lot with obstacles and clearing of obstacles, being able to digest all things, just those altars that I put up a few years ago. I'm not able to do it right now because I'm in transition of moving and relocation and all that type of stuff, but it helped me. Now it's within. It's not so much as I got to look at an altar on the outside, because I have all of that within me, all of those different deities, and that is a part of me, like as above so below. So it doesn't affect me if someone is telling me, like, or they're like, not offend if they're offended by my altars or whatever. If I'm in a space where I can't live on my own, or I got a roommate, or I'm living with somebody, because that's something that I've been on my own since I was a freaking teenager. I don't live with people because I've always been a person that's always been independent and want to be in control. I know that's the old me. I'm not saying that's how I am now, but I knew money equals power, so I always try to keep a certain amount of power, a certain amount of revenue, because I knew being a woman. I knew this, like, at a very young age. I knew being a woman and stuff, even education-wise, that if I didn't have a certain type of power, a certain type of money, a certain type of level of living, then I would have to be subservient to certain things where I see, how they take advantage of women. And, as far as, don't nobody just wake up and say, this is off the subject, but don't nobody just wake up in the morning and say, okay, I want to be a stripper, or I want to be a exotic dancer, or I want to be, the lady of the night. That shit be like people be in survival mode. That's why I don't judge nobody, and I don't judge people, but I've always tried to cushion myself from having to go into those types of lifestyles, because that's not, something that nobody don't wake up wanting to do that. They glorify that shit, but it ain't no glory in that, because I have counseled and actually have known women that I had to counsel and try to guide, in the right direction, as far as they didn't know where to go. Very young, I was younger at the time, and they were looking at me, and all I was telling them was, like, whatever you have that you want to do, you need to try to monopolize. While you going through this and you trying to get out of this lifestyle, you need to try to get a trade or do something. I always been like that. Like, I always never looked down on anyone as far as their lifestyles. I always was trying to uplift people. Always. I ain't never thought I was better than, even when I was at a lower vibrational mindset, and the fact of, wanting to be making it in this matrix and everything and trying to achieve things and move up. I never was like putting women down, or even men that I seen that was like homeless or whatever, or struggling with addictions and stuff like that. That's why I don't have a lot of, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I don't have a lot of mess coming at me, because I always had a pure heart and loving heart toward all of God's creatures, whether they was in a mansion, or whether they was outside on the street, or whether, it's an animal, or what, trees, whatever. I've always been, loving and in connection with humanity, and even the creatures upon the earth, as far as the animals and stuff like that. I always was the type of person to feed the birds and the stray animals and different things like that. And I thank my grandmother, because she taught me a lot of this. A child has to be taught. A child, they say in the Bible, it say train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they're old, they won't depart. You got to train them up a certain way. You can't get mad with children, because we as adults a lot of times are bad influences on these children. That's the problem. We have to protect the children. We are not good for these kids. We are not a good influence on these children. Why bring them here and not really do nothing with them and stuff like that? Like, that's just crazy. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But this is a warning. It's destruction is coming, and it ain't gonna be long. A lot of people are gonna be leaving from upon this earth. It's gonna be a lot of purification going on. It's gonna be even children and stuff like that. And they've been doing stuff to kids, but kids are gonna be more so protected. What you see, baby? You always see it. The dogs see everything. I don't see nothing. He see something. Cause they can see what we can't see sometimes. And sometimes I be seeing what he see. I ain't even gonna front. I seen something the other day. I was sitting somewhere and I asked my people, I said, you see it? They said, yeah, I see it too. I said, oh, okay. That's what all right. Okay. So you were sending it to, we all, look. The door is they trying to wake you up, but if you don't want to listen and wake up, they're not gonna make you. But you gotta go. I'm just being real. You got look. It's been enough mess going on. Mother, Mama, Universe, Mother Earth, whatever you want to call her, the Supreme Source, the Righteous Father. Man, they sick of our shit. They've been observing us all this time, and we done fucked up. We done fucked up as a collective. I'm telling you, they know it's destruction. I'm just saying, unconditional love and all that to y'all. Balance and wholeness, ascension. I'm not saying it's too late, but it's too late for a lot of people. They already done decided, y'all. They just trying to pull you down with them. You better run for the hills. You better run for the hills. You better run for the hills. I mean, people are people who they gonna be. You cannot save nobody but yourself. You cannot say nobody else is not your responsibility to be saved. You can send out love and healing to them, but it is not your job to be destroyed with these people. They have been activated. They are agents, and it ain't about skin color. A lot of them look just like me and other races and all this and that. It ain't about skin color no more. It's a spiritual thing. You can't go by, okay, if that's if they the same color as my skin. Nope, that be the main one sometimes. And it just go for white, black, whatever. That shit been made up anyway. It ain't no such thing as white and black. They created that shit in the 1600s when they published the Bible. So the divide of the workers. It's all about indigent service and fucking slave labor shit. That's all it's about. So they created that color thing because the people were pulling together for a fair wage. That's why that came about. But I'm about to get off of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Support my organization. We got some things, where we got some, how can I say it without telling everything? Well, anyway, ain't nothing stopping. Everything is popping. Everything is, you know what I'm saying, working out, balancing out. A lot of times I'll have too much on my plate and be trying to do so many different things at one time, but a spiritual person told me I need to just do one thing at a time, focus on one thing at a time. And that's what I'm trying to learn to do, because we already are who I am that I am, I am that I am. I send y'all unconditional love. I send y'all balance, wholeness, and protection. This is Moon Goddess 777. Like, don't just look at it, but like, subscribe, share. And y'all have a wonderful week. This is Wednesday. The Mercury day. What is it? Is it Gemini and Virgo? Gemini during the day, Virgo during the night. But everybody have a wonderful day, and be aware of your energy and what's draining your energy, the people you're around. You ain't just gotta be mean and nasty, but you can love somebody without allowing them to pull you down into hell. And like I said, it's not gonna be long. We ain't got no 6 months and 7 years and 5. It's here. It's here. It's gonna be water, fire, air, earth, spirit. A purification is coming. A cleansing it's already happening, but it's about to get more intense. It's about to get more and more. Either you're gonna ascend, or if you don't, then you got it's time. It's time out for the bullshit. Nature, people still being used in our community as agents. They destroying nature still, little by little. I seen not too long ago someone killing bees and shit. I mean, poisoning. The location where I'm at, I know the birds were like right here singing and stuff. A lot of times, some of these birds ain't drones and stuff. Some of them are real, but I know they must have been real because they had their little stuff closer. But then when they seen the poisons and stuff like that going on, They don't want to be. They don't want no parts of that shit. They got their little shit, and now they farther away. They farther away. They don't. That is coming against Mama Universe, against nature. That's coming against nature. You supposed to be. I mean, you supposed to be. If you got extra food left over, what? Why you can't throw it out to the animals or whatever? You know, like birds eat bread and different stuff. I'm just saying, that's just me. I mean, you just throwing food in the trash can and just wasting stuff and just don't care about nobody but yourself. And you wonder why we are going through what we going through now. Like a lot of the food shortages that's coming and that's happening, and a lot of the governments and all this type of stuff, and how we created this mess we living in. We created it by how we think, not thinking about the collective, not being compassionate, not showing unconditional love, as the Bible calls it, agape love, not uniting, not wanting other people to make it. You just worried about, oh, I'm worrying about them. Long as I'm good, then the hell with everybody else. That's what created this shit that we created all of this. And they just sitting back observing us, they just observing us like, wow. And we think that we are the only life forms upon this, and we just so much better. And the humans, sadly, the animals a lot of times got more sense than a lot of the humans got. You can trust the animals. They're loyal. They know how to get along. Even the trees know how to help each other. Even if you cut one tree down, the other trees around that tree will help that tree. You just a lot of times see that tree still growing leaves and stuff like that and still trying to thrive, because the other trees around that tree that's been cut down is still nourishing it, supporting it, and helping it. They got an underground system where the trees is actually nourishing each other and pulling together. Even in nature, they know how to pull together and love each other and show compassion and unite. And the nature help us out too. But when you see people, I ain't even talking about what they done as far as like over time. They're a checkmate on that. But I'm talking about now, these motherfuckers that doing their little agent shit in the communities and stuff and being weaponized against their own communities and stuff. Oh, they get ready to go. Hold on. Don't give up. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't hurt yourself. Don't do nothing to nobody. Just get away from that shit. Get away. Get away from them lower vibrational agent, weaponized. I don't care who it is. I don't care. Get away from them. You done all you can do. You can't do nothing but worry about. You can pray for them and you can send out love to them and healing. Maybe they'll get it the next time. Maybe next lifetime. But it's over. I mean, it ain't no. You can't keep feeding energy vampires. They get a thrill off of being around high vibrational people and trying to fight back. They being used, but they don't know what they doing to themselves, because a lot of times, even though you are being remotely controlled and used by agents, you're gonna be held accountable, because they still can have a choice to say, no, I'm not gonna do this. I know it's something special about that individual or that group, and I'm not gonna come against them like that. I'm gonna go somewhere and sit down. But no, they really think they got the power. Come to the tower. They really do. But you know what? Mama Universe, Righteous Father Spirit, the Supreme Source, the ancestors. I don't care what nobody say. I done been attacked with people be talking about, oh, ancestors ain't gonna do nothing for you. Your ancestors, and if I was like I used to be, with real, sensitive and blah, 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 I probably would be like all emotional about it. But I just be sitting there like, you gonna see. They already doing something about it. Hey, you gonna see. I don't gotta prove nothing. I don't have to prove any damn thing to nobody, because it's out of my hands. It's above me. It's above me. I don't gotta prove. I don't have to prove. You supposed to be able to respect other people's ways of. If you supposed to be able to respect other people's ways of worship. That's why I love the African spirit, the things derived from the African spirituality system, because you can go to whatever religion you want, and you don't have to be worried about people disrespecting you and talking about how you worship and this and that. But these religions, these new age religions that's been here like 6,000 years and stuff like that, or this stuff that has come about from those true spiritual systems, you got to either be on that team, or then you going to hell, or if you don't do this or do it like they do it, that's not right. That's not right. When you come against somebody's free will and you try to come against somebody's way to worship, you really gonna be in a shit house. I'm telling you, you don't come against people, believe you respect other people, and you don't show partiality. That's the worst thing you can do. You respect other people's beliefs or whatever. You try to get along, like they say in the Bible. And I read different books. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like they didn't tamper with this shit. I'm not gonna sit here and act like they didn't brainwash people with these religious books and with these school books and stuff starting out when we first started school. I ain't gonna sit here because I didn't go for the bullshit when I was a kid either. You know, I would actually have a conference, not like get suspended, go to the, well, I've been to the principal office, but I would actually contest the teacher about that history shit about us coming from Africa anyway. You can't even say what you know and what your grandmama told you. I don't even want to be in no group where I can't say who I really am, and I gotta say what you say. If I don't say what you say, then I'm a this and I'm a dead and da. I gotta believe everything just like you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, everyone, I'm not even gonna get off into that, but we just at this point, if you ain't got the right mindset, I'm not saying it's too late for them or too late for you, but I wish you well, because I can't do nothing. I've done all I can do as far as trying to save other people, and that was not my job. My job was always to work on me and lead by example, and that's what I'm learning now. You know, to work on me and lead by pure example. People got to work on, people got to save themselves. We waiting on the Savior, and we are the Christ within. We are the Christ within. You don't got to be mean to people or whatever, but you can walk away in love. You can walk away from a motherfucker in unconditional love. Let them go. You got to let go. It's not easy, because some of the people that you got to let go, you might be real close kids. Could have been something you created. Could have been something that created you. You still got to let them go and walk away in love. I'm telling you. But y'all have a wonderful day. This is Moon Goddess 777. Support our organization, Maya Simple Healing and Unconditional Love. Y'all have a wonderful day, and keep ascending. Keep going within and knowing yourself. Stay away from them low vibrational people. I don't care if you gotta run to the hills. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace out.